Welcome to Sattva Restore Restorative Yoga Therapy. So today we're going to practice a restorative pose that's also a heart awakener. That's what we like to call them in Sattva Vinyasa. So it's going to help to energize us while just releasing tension and stress. So I love the back bends in restorative yoga because it allows for that undoing rather than overdoing like I typically do in my life, while still getting the benefits of increasing our energy and vitality. So we're going to start just seated, connecting to the earth or a bolster if you want to elevate your hips. And let's bring our awareness into the pelvis first. And the pelvic bones, we're going to visualize that pubic bone, the tailbone, the right and left sitting bone. And then just notice, most of us are more dominant anchoring back toward the tailbone. And so what this does is create a lot of tension through the belly. And then we can't get our deep yogic belly breaths that help to calm us down. Or if you're a dancer, gymnast, or yogi even, you might be more forward toward the pubic bone. And then we're going to be squeezing into these adrenal glands, and maybe in the low back it's going to create some tension. So again, how we sit in our posture is going to affect our mood, our mind, and emotions. So let's just take a moment to find, just like the dial on a clock, this right and left sitting bone, pubic bone, and tailbone. So just start with a little bit of pelvic tilts. And you'll want to do this with your spine curving probably, but instead try to articulate at the hips, rotating the front of the pelvis forward and then back. So you're rotating toward the pubic bone, and your tailbone will move back in space. And then heavy toward the tailbone. And just notice that. So the low back might move a little bit towards that flexion and extension. Just micro movements are how we establish the foundation in Sattva Yoga therapy. These are the building blocks for healing based on the smaller muscle groups. And even for our bigger movement activities if you're an athlete. And then to the right and left sitting bone, you might circle around, so you'll move toward that 12 o'clock of the pubic bone, the 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, all the way around and to the other side. And of course, if you're not having any issues with this, you could start to make your movement bigger, but a lot of times when we make smaller movements, we're actually moving more of us. So that's how movement can be a little deceiving. When we make bigger movements, we might be moving the same 5 muscle groups all the time, versus the micro movements. We really have to go inside and find those little trembling places that need to wake up and support us. Good. Beautiful. So let's start into our supported Baddha Konasana. So Baddha Konasana is soles of the feet together traditionally, but if you have any SI joint issues, you're going to take your feet apart. So you're going to be more like in a frog leg position. And then you'll use a couple blocks or bolsters, blankets underneath the knees so that they rise up to meet your natural abduction, those knees falling apart. And then the back will be all the way up against your bolster. Mine's got this cylinder shape, so I want to keep it steady as I move back there. And then prop that up so it's at an incline. And then you will also probably need a blanket under your neck so that you keep this long spine and the head and neck is not up, compressing those discs in the back of the spine. So we'll lay back. So you see my chin's in, my ribs aren't jetting up. So I can relax comfortably here. And remember, in our restorative postures, it's all about the undoing. So we're fully supported by the shape, and then gravity and breath do the rest for us. The palms can open up or ground onto a part of your body. And then just close your eyes and allow the melting to happen. That grokking with the props. And we won't have to do much with our breathing because just opening the chest over the bolster is going to allow for that deeper breath to come. So just trusting that. Now start to comb your awareness through your body and allow any habitual holding to unfurl. Let it go. Relax the face and arms, the shoulders, down the spine. Just allow the back of the body to hug around your support. Nourishing everything that's nourished in this pose, which is the sex organs, the digestive organs, the cardiovascular, and the respiratory organs. Also balancing the thyroid and parathyroid gland. And since we can breathe more fully, we're going to feel more of that vital life force energy, as well as this relaxation response. And we'll hold this for about 3 minutes. So just connecting to that support, taking the time to be here now since you've set aside this few minutes for practice. Noticing any sounds around you, any stillness. Relax. If your breath has started to naturally deepen, just follow it with your awareness. Maybe the shoulders are starting to hug around that support a little more and relax any tension around the head, neck, and shoulders. And begin to bring your awareness back. Deepen your breath. You can open your eyes and just take in the image of your ceiling or sky. Walk the feet in and then roll your hips to one side. And you can roll over onto your side or just on the board. And when you're ready, use your arms, let your head and neck come up last. Thank you for joining me. This has been Sattva Restore, your restorative yoga therapy break. Namaste.